Coming up on this episode of Nintendo Cartridge Society, my favorite Mario Tennis doubles pair, rackets and balls. Looks like I can get in the fireplace, so the Nintendo Cartridge Society gets in the fireplace with you. Welcome to Nintendo Cartridge Society. My name is Patrick Ellers, and I am joined, as I'm always joined, by my doubles partner, Mark Mitchell. Mark, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. So I eat a lot of peanut butter, right?
Sure.
We've talked about peanut butter on the show a lot. Crunchy,
Your journey
creamy,
to discovering crunchy peanut butter.
Yes, that's right. So I have recently been like, maybe I should.
I really like our quick recap of smooth, crunchy, whatever.
I know. Well, we make it sound like it was such an easy journey. Right. This was like weeks of discussion on the show.
Prolonged, yes.
I feel like maybe, and I hate to say this, maybe I eat too much peanut butter because there are weeks where it's like every day for lunch I'm just eating like peanut butter, like a generous portion of peanut butter. And so
on something? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
on
I
a
don't
spoon.
know.
No. On like on bread, like a sandwich, like
Sure.
making like a peanut butter sandwich.
Right.
And
I mean, I'm not above just like take a spoon.
I love peanut butter.
It's so good.
I know. And so, but I think I might eat it too much. This is my worry.
Yeah.
This is my worry. And so I've been searching for like a peanut butter like substance that could be like a substitute.
This way lies only pain, my friend.
No, I have so far I have discovered that to be true.
Yes.
Because I tried sunflower seed butter.
Nope.
And I don't know
Rejecting.
I don't know what my hopes were for it, but I couldn't even finish a sandwich. Like I couldn't.
Yes.
It was like 2 bites in, and I just knew it was not for me.
Yeah,
The color is strange, and again, I'm comparing it to peanut butter, which is the perfect food stuff.
Yeah.
So everything's gonna pale in comparison. I know this.
Yes.
But I was hoping, you know what I mean, to find something, and thus far, nothing. And I only tried one thing.
Right.
But
right. But you did try that whole thing.
yeah.
No, it's I've also gone through this where I'm both like, no, maybe I've done the try to make your own peanut butter thing. Impossible. Can't be done. Don't even try it. Like almond butter is like close, but there's no like denying that like it's very almondy.
Yeah.
And then you're also like, what am I doing to the environment with the almond butter, right? As far as I know, peanuts are a renewable resource. Almonds are sipping down, water. We're not in drought conditions anymore, so maybe it's okay. I'm saying I sympathize.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're just going to wind up back at peanut butter.
Right. And so part of the reason I'm trying to eat less peanut butter is that, like a year ago, I had to have that kidney stone blasted into smithereens.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't want to have another kidney stone.
Right.
And for people, allegedly, different, everything, like there seems to be no specific truth to like what you should or should not eat if you're susceptible to kidney stones.
Right.
But apparently stuff like almonds, peanut butter, has more things in it that can possibly give you kidney stones.
Okay.
So that's why I've avoided almond butter. I have had it before, but I was just like pass when it came to this specific journey. Anyways, all I'm saying is I've retreated back to peanut butter with my tail between my legs.
Yes.
And now even more scared than ever to try a substitute.
Oh, I think you should be scared. I think you're right to be scared. For me, and this is not a peanut butter podcast.
No.
We may launch peanut butter podcast.
I mean, that could be.
Sounds great.
That could be a Patreon miniseries in the future.
But I find that part of, and this is like feels like should go without saying, but a lot of what I like about peanut butter is I just like that it's like creamy and sweet,
or crunchy.
But even when it's crunchy, it's the creaminess that I'm responding.
I see.
And
yes.
More importantly, the sweetness, right? And that I'm like, is there a substitute for this? And the answer is no, because it's never sweet enough.
Yeah, that's totally true.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, peanut butter, it's still good.
What's for dinner? All right. If people want
The
to
other white meat.
that's right. That's right. Got peanut butter? How many 90s food slogans? Crazy that in the 90s they were just selling us concepts of various foods.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounded like I was going to go on like a big riff on that, but I don't have one. And also it sounds like it'd be hack, right? If I did. Oh my God. If people want to support us in our eventual peanut butter podcast, they can go to patreon.com/Nintendo Cartridge Society, where if you're supporting us at the 8 or 16-bit levels, you get access to our once a month episodes of miniseries that we're actually doing, like NCS at the movies.
Yes, where Patrick and I, and most of the time a special guest, are going to the movies together, watching a movie, and then talking about it. In January, we're actually doing something a little bit different.
We just did.
Because, oh yeah, that's right.
That's right.
We watched 3 different movies in January, and we talked about all 3 on the podcast. A great conversation, a lot of fun, and you can check that out. Plus, other mini-series and content available at every level on the Patreon, from free 4-bit, 8-bit, 16-bit. So head over there, check it out.
Right.
You got nothing to lose.
That's right. You got nothing to lose. Go to patreon.com. And then if you want to be in our Discord, another place where you have nothing to lose, I'm quite sure, email us at Nintendo Cartridge Society at gmail.com. We will send you an invitation, and then you can hang out with us and talk about everything that's going on in the world of Nintendo. There's a bunch of it happening right now, so you may want to hang out with other people who are also trying to puzzle their way through it. Mark, let's get into our topic. Let's talk about the Mario Tennis doubles partners. So we are coming up on the release of a new Mario Tennis game in the form of Mario Tennis Fever.
Yes.
And you know, it's a couple weeks out still, but we are in February. We are going to be enmeshed, entranced, and
in the throes of we'll be ensorcelled by Resident Evil month.
Right. So we are going to get our tennis talk out now. And before we dig into the actual like meat of what we're doing, which will be we're going to rank the canonical doubles partners
from Mario Tennis 64.
Just want to get like your temperature on Mario Tennis in general, the Mario Tennis Fever. Where are you with all of that?
So I only ever played the original Mario Tennis 64 a little bit. I was on vacation with my family. You know, I was a kid, and do you remember when they would have like fake game consoles that would be?
Yes,
it's like you
in
could
the hotel.
rent. Yeah, you could rent games just like you could rent movies,
but you couldn't actually see the console.
No, it was just like a controller that was
Right.
plugged into some sort of machine.
It would just like disappear behind the TV or something.
Right.
And it was always a Nintendo 64 controller on like the old telephone cable that like was coiled up. Right.
So that's how I played Mario Tennis 64 for the first time.
Wow.
And that's the most exposure I had is on that vacation, spending a lot of time playing Mario Tennis 64.
Good vacation.
Yeah, good vacation. Well, we didn't buy a lot of like games. Like I didn't get a lot of new games. So to have like the opportunity to play a new like Nintendo 64 game that I had never experienced before was a lot of fun. So that's where I played it the most. Then the next time that I played a bunch of Mario Tennis was on the Switch with Mario Tennis Aces. And I had a great time with that for like the probably like week or 2 weeks that I played it before I got burnt out on trying to get through the like adventure mode. And I never really took to online.
Well, and the online got really competitive really fast. You know, there are so many like other like techniques in Aces that would like kind of turn it into like kind of a fighting game almost, where the people who understood the moves and combos the best would just mop the floor with you. So the online wasn't super fun in that regard, unless you were really good, I assume. I've never been really good at Mario Tennis Aces.
I also, at that point, it was like before the OLED had come out, which had a
yes,
Ethernet port.
Jeez.
Yes. And I bought an adapter when
I did too
at some point for Smash probably.
Yeah.
But I don't think I had it when Aces was released, and so I had like a disconnection,
Sure,
internet connection problems all the time for whatever reason with my Wi-Fi when I was trying to play online, or because when you participate in the tournaments, like early in the game's life, I wanted to try that out
Yeah.
and never really could get even through a match without being
Yeah,
disconnected.
it
So,
just wasn't super reliable.
what about you? What's your Mario Tennis experience?
I mean, the majority of my Mario Tennis experience is with Aces. Like that is the first one that I think I owned, and like really got into. I did. It's not Mario Tennis. Oh, geez, that's a total lie. I played so much Mario's Tennis on the Virtual Boy.
Oh, also next month when we're ensorcelled by Resident Evil,
That's right.
we'll have an opportunity to play that. Presumably, I guess we don't know that that'll be one of the launch
If
games.
it's not one of the launch games, I don't know what they're doing.
It would be shocking, right?
It's going to be that Galactic Pinball and Tellero Boxer. Mark my words. Those are the 3 that are going to come out. Then they'll do one a month for the next 11 months. That'll be 1 year of Virtual Boy, and that'll be it. That'll be all 14 games. That's my prediction on that right now, buried in this Mario Tennis episode. But so yeah, Mario's Tennis I played a ton of on my Virtual Boy, partially because there weren't that many games to play on the Virtual Boy, but also like the 3D effect is really quite impressive. One of the things that a Mario Tennis or like any tennis game in the pre 3D era had to do was like just show the whole court on one screen, and so there's like a verticality that like doesn't totally, it doesn't feel dynamic really. But if you can like drop the camera nice and low and use this 3D effect, that you can get the sense of a full court of play on the Virtual Boy that you couldn't really do on previous consoles. So anyway, I liked that a lot. I played it a ton, and then had a similar experience to you with Aces, except I did make it all the way through the story mode, did like successfully beat my head against the wall until I got past some of those challenges, which again, they patched to make much easier a couple months later. But I did it before they did that. So I'm very excited for Fever. I think it looks really good. Mark, today you and I were playing a little bit of Mario Tennis 64 and the Game Boy Mario Tennis, and I want badly to go back to both of them.
Yeah, one thing that was really fun about returning to Mario Tennis 64 is how simple it is. Like, they haven't introduced any really crazy mechanics. And so
there's no like super moves. Like you can get under a ball and do like a slam shot and like that kind of stuff. But it is largely just like positionally based, and like you can do a couple different kinds of shots, but they all seemingly have, to the little bit of experience I have with it, similar effect.
Right.
And yeah, it's all just about like being in the right place and aiming the ball in the right place.
I was not planning on getting Fever, and I still think I might not, just because it'll be in the middle of like a rush of other games that I want to play. But I will say that the
we'll be ensorcelled by Resident Evil.
But the last overview trailer that they revealed for it, it makes it look like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So do you plan to pick it up?
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
It's also that game has a mode where it becomes just like the where like the super moves and
right,
the
you can
Fever
turn
rackets
that,
are turned off. So it is more like 64 or the Game Boy Color one that we were playing today, which again, after we finish recording today, I may just play more of those. They seem great. I don't really know, like the Game Boy Color, Mario Golf, and Mario Tennis have these reputations of being like really great Mario sports games with like light RPG elements to them. And I've always been of the opinion, like, I'm not, come on, I'm not gonna, that's it. I don't need to play a Game Boy Color game. But just like the 15 minutes or so that we spent with it today, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm all turned around on it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when we played all those Game & Watch games for Game & Watch month, where you're like, oh, they're so simple in their execution, but so well done. Also, you got to figure out why Mario isn't available to play in Game Boy Color Mario Tennis from the beginning.
Which is crazy. Mario, an unlockable character in Mario Tennis.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. What was I going to say? Something about Game & Watch. There is one Game & Watch tennis game. Do you remember what it is?
No, I don't.
Snoopy's Tennis.
Oh, Snoopy's Tennis. Elusive.
Yes. And it's a cool looking machine. It's got like a nice like little purple accents around it. Look up a Snoopy Tennis Game and Watch.
And covet it.
Yes, as I do. Okay, to the topic at hand.
Yes.
When you play tournament mode, doubles tournament mode in Mario Tennis 64, you pick your lead character, and the game automatically assigns you a partner.
Yes. So we are considering those assigned partners to be the game's canonical, like, doubles partners.
Right. And the partners are non-reciprocal. So, like, Mario's partner is Luigi, but Luigi's partner is not Mario.
Yes.
Therefore, we're going to go through all of these partnerships one by one. There's 16 characters, therefore there are 16 partnerships. And we're going to discuss what those partnerships say about the relationship between those characters. And then we are going to rank them from best relationship to worst relationship. Right?
Yeah. I mean, yes.
You're laughing, but that's what we're doing.
Laughing. Yeah. I mean, I guess we can take their tennis abilities into account when we're ranking them, but really, I think it's mostly about the relationships between the characters.
That's what, yeah, and that's, you know, what all good art really comes down to is the relationship between the characters,
Absolutely.
right? Or like sick fights, right?
Ideally, both.
Ideally, both.
Yeah.
So let's just go through these. Do you want to, like, as we talk through them, like, kind of sort them into tiers, and then?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
let's do that.
So let's start off with what we just started talking about. Of course, that's Mario and Luigi. Very obvious why these are partners.
Yeah. Yes. Very obvious. Like, they go together. Like,
they're brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers. But okay, so the way that I've been thinking about these is like Mario, whoever is like the first one that will list,
right,
is the one that's like picking their doubles partner.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yes.
Okay. So I guess Mario is picking Luigi because brothers,
right?
Reliable, knows him really well,
and just has a history of working with him.
Yeah,
like forever.
You
know, back to Super Mario Brothers, back to regular Mario Brothers.
Yep.
Wrecking Crew, right? He knows that he can count on Luigi to like follow his lead and like be his doubles partner.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there like a little bit of like taking him for granted there? Like possibly? Like, oh, obviously Luigi's going to be my partner.
Well, I think maybe, but also Mario has other choices. He could be paired with Peach.
Yes.
But he chooses, you know, the love of his life, but he chooses not to do that, right?
Right. He chooses to
those
go with
familial bonds.
Right.
Are strongest.
Right. That's where Mario is most loyal.
Yeah.
Is to his bro. Okay. Next up, Luigi. And again, not reciprocal. Luigi is paired up with Daisy.
Yeah, Luigi, given the choice, chooses Daisy, which is interesting because up to this point, Daisy has only appeared in Super Mario Land, and she's a Mario princess at that point.
Right. So is this the game that like canonically establishes the relationship between Luigi and Daisy?
Yeah, maybe.
Also interesting that Mario chooses brother, but Luigi's like romance.
Yes.
Right?
And
then presumably that's what this is, and it's romance, and not that he's like maybe here's another take at it. That he recognizes that Daisy is the second fiddle princess and he's second fiddle hero.
Yeah, I hope that that's not why they are like paired together. I hope that they're not like settling. Where they're, you know what I mean? Where they're both like, well, I guess we're second best, so we just belong together.
It's less about settling and more about like, you understand my experience.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know, like,
yes,
that's, just that, like, that Art Garfunkel would hang out with like George Harrison, right?
Right.
Be like, I get it.
Yes.
You're in the shadow of, a bigger talent.
I know. There's just something.
It doesn't feel fair. I didn't like it when I said it.
I just hope that that maybe that is something that they bond over, and maybe that's what initially brought them together.
Sure.
But that they have obviously more than that than just. But I do think it's telling that.
But still in bed, they like talk crap about Mario and Peach.
Well, I do think that it is interesting that Luigi, given the choice, is not like, does not feel the same way as Mario, where Mario
Right.
is like, of course I'm going to pick my brother. We work together all the time. And Luigi's like, no, given my druthers,
Right.
I would like to work with somebody else. I'd like a little change in my life.
Yeah. It makes Luigi feel more adventurous
Yes.
than the like safe choice of pick Mario.
Uh-huh.
We are not putting these in tiers, or we have not done
No,
that
we
yet.
haven't been. I feel like we need a little more.
Maybe we just need to establish
Yeah.
all of them because
Yeah.
it's a little unclear. So maybe the ranking will come together fast. Okay, moving on to our next character here. Our next pairing is Peach and Mario. So if you pick Peach, she picks Mario as her doubles partner. Also, choosing a romantic partner, but also the person that saved her like a million times.
Yeah. This feels like a safe choice to me.
Yes.
Although I guess like the other obvious pairing would be Peach and Toad, and that also feels like a safe choice. It's like I'm gonna bring my servant with me.
Yeah, but like better than your servant is like your sworn knight, right?
Right.
You know,
Right.
You want like the warrior who's going to protect you,
Uh-huh.
and not like the guy who's always there.
Yeah.
No shade on Toad, but like
No.
he's just the guy that's always there.
Yeah.
But I'll agree, it feels safe more than anything else.
Do you think Peach's feelings are? See, okay, this is what I was gonna say, but I'm immediately saying that the answer to this is no. Do you think Peach's feelings are hurt that Mario doesn't choose her? And I'm gonna say no, because as we saw in Odyssey, she is ready to be independent. She's like
She
ready
is.
to do her own
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, totally. Well, and like she can pick Mario, but Mario doesn't. She doesn't need Mario to pick her.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, there's just like, I think she also knows she can't get in between brothers. Right.
Right.
Think she understands that.
Yeah. Also, at any moment, she could be captured by Bowser.
Any moment. Right.
And so
Mario better be around. All right. Now we're moving on to Daisy. Daisy, who is paired up with Birdo.
Yeah, this is an interesting
This is an
one.
interesting one, and I don't really know what to make of it.
I wonder if it's a similar thing to why Luigi picked Daisy, where it's like, Birdo, you're not Yoshi, but you're
Right.
kind of like Yoshi.
You're kind of like Yoshi.
And so I bet you know what I'm going through, and there's no necessarily like romantic angle to it, which would make it a different relationship.
Right.
You know, it's more like a friend's relationship versus having a romantic aspect.
Yeah, there is like a little bit of like fellow outsiders recognizing each other, right? Because Birdo is from the Dreamland Subcon, whatever, and Daisy's from Sarasa Land, and they're both in the Mushroom Kingdom, looking around, being like, all these Mushroom Kingdom guys, maybe you and I should stick together.
Yeah, I think at a wedding they would probably be put at the same table.
Yeah. Oh, that's disappointing. This is a little bit of like a settling, but maybe not. Maybe there's like a camaraderie in like being outsiders.
I mean, I think this is the table we would be at whatever wedding they were.
Well, why?
Outsiders.
Sure, we don't belong in the Mushroom Kingdom.
We don't belong in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Right. Okay, yeah, sure. I buy that. Next up is Toad, who picks Peach.
This one makes so much sense to me. Where it's like, of course Toad is gonna
Of course.
pick Peach.
I gotta say, this one's a little sad to me. That Toad cannot think of anyone else he would rather play tennis with than Peach.
No. And you know that Peach is just kind of like
Okay.
grinning and bearing it.
All right.
You know?
We'll play tennis.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. Can we go to lunch after?
It's like your, I don't know, like little cousin
Yes.
wanting to like picking you to play with. We were like, oh, you're like, okay, it's not that this can't be fun. It's just that we're not going to be good.
We're not going to be good, and like, yeah, it's it'll maybe even be like a little bit annoying, but like it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like from the Toad perspective, he's having the time of his life.
Oh my gosh, it's the best day ever.
And like I think the reason that Toad wouldn't pick Mario, he'd be too afraid.
I think so too.
He'd be intimidated.
Yeah, it's outside of his comfort zone for sure.
But like that would be his dream. Is like Mario is his doubles partner. Forget it.
Yeah.
It's just never going to happen, buddy.
No.
Sorry. Okay, great. Moving on then. Next is Waluigi. I don't know why we encounter Waluigi before we encounter Wario, but we do. And Waluigi's partner is not Wario. It's the Paratroopa.
Now this one really I struggle with.
Yes.
Because I feel like the relationship between Wario and Waluigi, like, no spoilers, Wario picks Waluigi.
Right.
And that makes a lot of sense to me because Wario always wants to be, like, the best. And Waluigi is such, like, a pale imitation. Like, Waluigi obviously but like looks up to Wario, right? Thinks Wario is so cool, is who he kind of bases himself around. And so that hero worship, I think Wario loves. And so it makes sense why Wario would choose Waluigi.
Well, that's interesting. My read on it is a little bit different.
Okay.
I think Wario chooses Waluigi because Mario chooses Luigi. Like, I think Wario models himself as like a dark reflection of Mario, and he's like, well, then obviously my partner needs to be a dark reflection of Luigi, right? Like, I think that's what's going through Wario's mind.
Interesting.
And I don't know that Waluigi thinks about Wario all that much. I think Waluigi's a little too chaotic to pin down with simple like hero worship. But he's obviously like he's fronting something, right? Because like he's got that whole thing where like the upside down L on his hat is like a patch that he
it's like a sticker. It's like an applique versus like
it's not embroidered on there
in the same way that Mario, Luigi, and Wario's are.
So I wonder if Waluigi is kind of just like not settling so much as he's like he finds another chaotic element, which is like just an enemy, right?
And maybe he, by choosing the Paratroopa, he has like some devious ends that we don't understand because so much about Waluigi is mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
And
some would say unknowable.
Yes. And so maybe he has some like ends in mind.
Yes.
That we just can't comprehend. And maybe because it's like will be wholly unsuccessful, or maybe because
possibly, yeah,
he's been manipulating from the shadows the whole time, like Blofeld.
Yeah, that's right. He's been the architect of all of Mario's pain, which is a ridiculous thing to claim in that movie. Yeah, it just Nintendo will never expand on what Waluigi's deal is. Because he is more compelling as an unknowable force out there.
And so maybe it does make sense then that he would choose Paratroopa because it seems like it's out of nowhere, but that just fits with his whole kind of like unknowable MO.
Yes. And also, you don't have to explain yourself to a Paratroopa.
They're used to being bossed around.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got the Shy Guy who pairs himself up with Bowser.
Now, again, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit because the Paratroopa also pairs up with Bowser. And this feels to me like it's unhealthy.
Yes.
Like, I just think they feel compelled.
Like they have no choice but to choose their boss.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's right. I do also think that the Shy Guy respects power, right? And he recognizes it in Bowser.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he's afraid, of course.
Yeah.
But he also respects it a little bit. Just like a little bit. Shy Guys are bootlickers, I guess what I'd say.
I think that's totally true.
Mark, I'm glad you looked ahead because I was not. So part of what's happening here is Shy Guy is an unlockable character, right? So all of the like character loops need to close within the original 14 characters, and the unlockable ones, which are Donkey Kong Jr. and the Shy Guy, have to like double up. That they don't choose each other,
right?
But they have like existing pairs. So Bowser does get picked twice, in this regard,
yes.
And I think it makes perfect sense. Two of his minions pick him,
100%.
Also a sad one. Sadder than Toad picking
I think
Peach.
So. Yeah.
Because Bowser's never going to respect you. He's going to send you off to your death.
Yeah.
But he's going to have Mario pick you up and throw you into another one of you. Horrifying stuff. Okay. Next up is Wario, who chooses Waluigi.
And I think we talked about this one a little bit.
Do you buy that outlook on why he picks Waluigi?
Yes, where he just like is mirroring whatever Mario does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. In
Um,
fact, I think it's possible that Waluigi's origin story could be that that he's just like he was just living his life as some normal
yes,
person,
I like this.
and then just kind of gets like he's
Wario
entering his...
comes up to him one day and is like, "You have to be my Waluigi."
Exactly.
And the guy's
Exactly.
like you're what? No, you need to talk like this.
Exactly. He's like the third Crane brother from Frasier or something, and then he just gets brainwashed into becoming Waluigi. So yes, I think that's totally right. I think it's totally right.
That would have messed up the whole chemistry if there was another. Okay, if there was a third Crane brother, would he be even Frasier-ier than Frasier?
I know. I wish we knew, but he's been brainwashed and turned into Waluigi. So I don't know that we ever will.
It's an insane choice that they were like, "What's Frasier's brother like?" He's like, he's like Super Frasier. Okay. All right. Bowser is up next. Bowser also chooses one of his minions.
This is an interesting choice because why not Peach? Why not, given the opportunity?
Right.
Why not compel her to be your doubles partner?
I think he knows his limits.
And Mario is probably right there.
Mario's definitely right there if Peach is picking her partner. But I think it's also like, he's there to play tennis. Is he going to compel her to play tennis?
Right,
for him?
I bet he's also competitive.
Yes, he does not want to lose.
He knows that she's not going to play well with him. But
No.
Abu is going to do everything he possibly can
Yeah.
to perform well, because otherwise he's cannon fodder. I mean, he probably is anyways.
Right.
But that Boo has hope.
Yeah, well, so I guess my question is like, does Boos are Bowser's minions for sure. But do you think there's like, Bowser has like a little bit more respect for them because he doesn't quite understand
They
them?
also feel like a little more removed.
Yes.
Like,
they're only in their ghost houses.
right. Like a Paratroopa feels like a foot soldier.
Totally.
Right.
It is similarly turtle, right?
Right. But a Boo, I don't know. They feel like they're aligned, but maybe not necessarily answering to Bowser in the same way.
Yeah, that's a great that is a great point. And you know what? That could be right, that they answer to King Boo.
100%.
Right.
And then King Boo has some sort of like alliance or going on with Bowser.
That makes sense to me.
They have like their own like axis, powers
of
thing.
evil, sure. Right. No, that makes sense. And then that Bowser would be like, I have to work with someone else who's evil. I'm gonna stay away from Wario and Waluigi because I don't understand what's happening there.
Yeah.
That's outside of my comfort zone. If I interact with them, then we'll find like a good Bowser somewhere.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good. And also, I think like you said, they're too chaotic.
Yes.
Like Wario's too chaotic. He's crazy. You don't.
Right.
You
can't control that.
Yeah, you don't want to align with him because you don't know what he's gonna do.
Right.
Also, there's a King Bob-omb as well, right? So maybe the Bob-ombs are also
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Are also just like aligned with Bowser and not necessarily. And maybe Bowser is ultimately the one that's like making the calls.
Right.
But
he's like the king of kings.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I guess there's like a Paper Mario Goomba King, but I feel like that's in Paper Mario canon and not like regular Mario canon. So are those the only? I'm just like doing a quick like King Mario enemies.
Yeah, that's all I can. That's
King
all
Boo,
I can
King
think
Babam.
of. Both from Mario 64, right?
No, there's no King Boo in Mario 64, right? King Boo, I think, first appears in Luigi's Mansion, right?
Oh, that would make sense.
And then gets like put into other games. But yeah, I think it's just really just those three.
I think so.
King Koopa, King Bob-omb, and King.
Yeah, so like
King
what
Boo.
the charging Chuck steals are, what like the dragon things from World.
Sure. Well, I mean, we may never know.
Yeah.
But I would love to see a king of one of those. Of like any of the dinosaur enemies in Super Mario World. All right, moving on now to Donkey Kong Jr., who is that's one of the unlockable characters.
Yes, that's right.
And his partner, kind of unsurprisingly, is Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. Gonna pick his dad.
Yes. And again, just like Donkey Kong Jr., this is like that lost Kong character that we talk about. Neither Cranky Kong nor well, wait a minute. Is the Donkey Kong in this game the original Donkey Kong?
I think the Donkey Kong in this game would become Cranky Kong, yes.
Okay, and is not the Donkey Kong from
Of
Donkey Kong
Returns.
Country.
Oh, yeah. Country.
Even though,
yeah. Ooh, great question.
because Country would have been out by this point,
Yeah.
and the design is right. It's very much the Donkey Kong Country design.
But on a Nintendo 64, what does that mean?
It means it looks like it looks like Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture
It's got the tie.
and yeah, but Donkey Kong in Donkey Kong 94 has a tie as well, and I don't
That's
think
true.
that's the same
That's true.
Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country. So
But he definitely looks different, right? The Donkey Kong in Donkey Kong 94.
sure, he
is
looks
like-
more like
He looks like the arcade.
yeah, like
yeah.
Donkey Kong. Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know, but it would make sense for it to be the Donkey Kong from the arcade, like eventually Cranky Kong, just because it is Donkey Kong Jr. Because otherwise, it would be
Otherwise, there's some sort of like time travel.
thing going on.
But we've got a baby Mario coming up here.
Oh, you're right.
So I think this is possibly Donkey Kong is the Donkey Kong
Yeah.
from Donkey Kong Country, and then Donkey Kong Jr. is his time displaced father.
I mean, it is possible. We don't have any proof that it's not true.
We don't have any proof that it's not true.
Yeah.
We just know that one of these characters is Donkey Kong, the other one is Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the mind reels.
Uh,
Because what if this entire thing is taking, like, the entire tournament, the entire world of Mario Tennis 64 is taking place in some sort of, like, Mortal Kombat-esque realm?
Sure.
You know, they're all in some, like,
Baraka's there.
they're all in some sort of, like, dream purgatory.
Right.
And they're playing these tennis tournaments to, like,
to escape.
it
It
to
would
break
explain
out.
the existence of Shy Guy, who at this point in I guess Shy Guy is in the Yoshi games as well. So maybe I was going to
Oh,
say
sure,
that they're
yeah.
from Mario 2,
Right.
but
Right.
yeah. So okay, never mind that part. It's not a dream, but they could be in Outworld.
They could be in Outworld. But one thing we know for sure
Yes,
is that there's a Donkey Kong, and we just don't know what That's the only thing we know for sure. There's a Donkey Kong, and there's a Donkey Kong Jr.
right.
And their relationship, we don't know. It's
So
unknowable.
It's either father and son or father and son.
yeah.
Reversed.
Yeah. Yes.
So it
Yes.
makes sense. It makes sense that Donkey Kong Jr. Has
Chosen Donkey Kong.
chosen Donkey Kong,
Mhm.
right? Either he's chosen his father or displaced in time, recognizes a monkey who will be his grown-up son and has selected him.
Yes.
Either way, it makes perfect sense to me. Next pick is Donkey Kong himself, who does not pick Donkey Kong Jr. Again, that's an unlockable character. Instead, he chooses Toad.
This one, it makes sense to me. Like you said, he's an unlockable character, so we can presume that he doesn't even know that Donkey Kong Jr. exists.
Right.
In this world as a choice. But Toad. I mean, first of all, why would anybody choose Toad?
Donkey Kong
as a
does.
tennis? Yeah.
Right.
Maybe Donkey Kong doesn't know any better because he's at this point, has he interacted with Toad at all canonically? So like maybe he just doesn't have any reason to know, and he thinks that Toad has a big
right.
brain.
By this point, he sees the big head and he's like, "You must be smart."
I mean, Donkey Kong's not that smart.
No, he's definitely not.
Yeah.
Well, and by this point, they probably would have been go-karting together.
Oh, you're right.
In Mario Kart 64.
You're right. You're right.
So he's seen him around.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think you have to remember that, like, at this point, Donkey Kong's relationship with Mario has got to be like they're still enemies,
Yeah, tenuous at best.
tenuous at best. So
If you
like,
take like Miyamoto's off-the-cuff response to some interview in like the early 90s, late 80s, Donkey Kong was Mario's pet.
right.
Yeah.
So maybe Donkey Kong is like all those Mario guys there. So at this point, I'm just doing like a process of elimination.
Right.
So he's like, okay, Mario and Luigi, those are my enemies. They I can't pair up with them. They're princesses. I'm not gonna. If I get near them, they freak out.
Yeah, this is bad news
I
for me.
learned my lesson with Pauline. I don't want to get tossed in a cage like I was in Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah.
he sees Wario and Waluigi and is like, that's more Marios. I don't want to deal with that. And then everything else is bad guys.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it, is that he's like,
Process of elimination.
Process of elimination, Toad has to be my partner.
And like you said, he saw him karting, so, you know.
He knows he can handle
They have
himself.
like some relationship.
Yeah, but just not an extensive one. Okay. Yeah. Next up, Yoshi, who picks Baby Mario.
Now, this is interesting to me because I could see Baby Mario picking Yoshi, but why Yoshi pick Baby Mario?
I mean, it's the same thing as the Donkey Kong Jr. Donkey Kong, right? Is that like Yoshi took care of Baby Mario, like guided him through, like acted as a father figure to Baby Mario, got him to safety, and it's just like, yeah, I'm with you to the bitter end.
Oh, so he feels like protective.
Yes,
I see.
I think he also knows, because he's seen it, that Baby Mario can get that cape.
No, it's true. That is, I mean, he's unstoppable.
And I don't know if Baby Mario gets the cape ever in Mario Tennis 64.
Unlikely, I think.
I've played it for 20 minutes today. Unlikely, you're probably right. But Yoshi might be like, if this kid gets the cape,
right,
we'll be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Also, I think kind of looking around, like, Yoshi's only other choice maybe is Birdo.
Right.
Or Mario, but again, like, you're not going to get in between the brothers.
Well, I mean, speaking of which, Birdo is up next, and Birdo does choose Yoshi.
Right. Let's talk about it.
I mean, this makes sense to me. You're looking around at a party.
Yep.
You're like, I don't know anybody here.
Right. But then you recognize from across the room someone else who's vaguely dinosaur-esque and gender ambiguous and has a lot of stuff to do with eggs.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, you and I.
We at least have something we can talk about.
Right. Eggs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that one makes a lot of sense to me. Big weird mouths.
Yep.
Both of them.
Yep. Up next.
Okay. God help me. I don't I don't know how to explain this.
Yeah,
one.
Baby Mario and Donkey Kong.
Baby Mario chooses Donkey Kong.
Now this one, I feel fairly confident saying I don't think they've had any interaction up to this point. Where would they have seen each other?
Yeah, they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
This has got to be the first time they've been in the room together.
Right.
So is it just that, like, Baby Mario, who is, let's recall, a baby,
Yeah.
sees a big fuzzy guy and is like, I want to play with the big fuzzy guy.
And that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like a teddy bear type thing going
Yeah.
on. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Also, he sees like the biggest guy and is like, obviously, that's gonna be my partner. He knows enough to be scared of Bowser.
Right.
Right.
But
not enough. Oh, and also, if we believe that Miyamoto interview, Mario had a pet gorilla at some point.
Yes.
Which means he has, like, there was at some point in Mario's life a time when he was like, gorillas are my pet.
That's a good point. I'm unclear, genuinely, if Baby Mario is supposed to be the young version of Mario, or if
another
it's
character,
just some like unexplained thing. I don't know, but I see what you're saying.
Yes. Well, and no matter what, even if it is an unexplained thing, and like we can't assume that Baby Mario grows up to be Mario. And I'm not even sure I want to grant that. But if we do grant that, there's still something that Baby Mario maintains his Mario-ness.
Yes, I see what you're
right?
saying. And
so,
all Marios had Donkey Kong as pets at some point.
Yes, had an appetite for a gorilla pet, right?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It does make sense.
All right. Next up, we've got the Paratroopa who chooses Bowser.
I think this is another like situation where they just feel compelled to.
Right. They have to choose their boss. And then finally, Boo chooses Wario.
Now, this is interesting.
Yes.
And I think is additional evidence for our theory that the Boos are their own people.
Yeah, they have their own goals that like frequently align with Bowser, but they are not
beholden to Bowser.
That absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, beholden is correct. They are not ensorcelled by Bowser.
They are not. And so, but I think like recognizes like, and I think Boos have a certain chaotic energy to them.
Yeah, I would agree.
And so I think that is why the Boo would be drawn to Wario.
Man, I would like to see Boo and Wario team up more,
Yes.
frankly.
It seems like they could wreak a lot of havoc.
They could wreak a lot of havoc, and like the Boos probably want to haunt some like cool old artifacts, and like Wario wants to collect them. Like it all makes, and they're also just they are Mario antagonists, but like they're just to the side a little bit.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, that
they're more like obstacles than, you know what I mean? Because they're not.
Yes.
They're never like the main antagonists to Mario.
Yes.
I would love to see Wario and Boo be roommates. I think they'd be pranking each other all the time.
I think they'd be the original Odd Couple, right? That the Boo would be Oscar and Wario would be Felix.
100%.
And now that's all I want. Okay, so what's interesting here is we've not put anything into tiers, but we have sort of identified a couple different categories, right? There are the familial / like romantic relationships that are here. There's a like recognized like. There's like a hero worship / like scared of your boss sort of thing going on, and I think those are like the three big categories.
Right.
So
I think so.
Do we want to like just quickly go through and like assign them each of those categories? Does that help us at all?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, so Mario and Luigi is like families / romantic. Luigi and Daisy, we think that's like that's romantic, right?
I think so.
Peach and Mario obviously is. Daisy and Birdo, that's like recognized like.
I think so.
Right? Toad choosing Peach.
It's like hero worship.
That's the hero worship. Waluigi and Paratroopa, that's like recognized like. Shy Guy and Bowser, that's hero worship. Wario and Waluigi.
I would just say, I think Waluigi and Paratroopa is not necessarily like, I think this is one of the unknowable ones. Like, that doesn't fall into those main categories.
Okay, great. But Wario and Waluigi is like recognized like. Or... No, this is something different entirely.
Yeah, this is its own, because this is reflecting Mario and Luigi. So it's really, I think we can't put this in any category because it is just Wario's like mind.
Yeah, well, and it also just falls into the vortex of the unknowable Waluigi.
Right.
So,
oh my gosh, yeah.
So okay, so next up is the Bowser and Boo. So that's like the Bowser and Boo. Is that like recognized like?
No, it's like another taking advantage of your power. So maybe it goes with Wario and Waluigi, because if we
I like that.
Go by the theory that Waluigi was just a normal person who
So this is like
ensorcelled by Wario.
So this category is like the manufactured pairs, where it's like some sort of machinations.
Yes, but like one person. Yes, and like Bowser and
and Boo. That's very similar. Okay. Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong, that goes in the like familial category. Either a father and his son, or a son and his father. Donkey Kong and Toad.
This one I think is maybe not any of them. Like any of those.
The categories are sort of falling apart a little bit. Yoshi and Baby Mario.
I think that's like familial, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Birdo and Yoshi.
That's like Daisy and Birdo, right?
That's like recognizing like.
Yeah.
Baby Mario and Donkey Kong. This is sort of the same category as the Wario and Waluigi and Bowser and Boo, right?
Kind of, but a little more heartwarming.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah.
Yeah, but that's where it comes from, is Baby Mario being like, hey, big fuzzy guy. Paratroopa and Bowser, that's the hero worship.
Yeah.
Right? / scared of the boss.
Yep.
And then Boo and Wario.
And again, this is like, I think they are more similar than you would necessarily think at first glance.
Sure. So like recognized like. Okay. So we've got 5 in the familiar relationship, 3 in the like recognized like, 3 in the hero worship, 3 in the sort of like machinations, like they're picking them for specific reasons, and then Donkey Kong and Toad, which is sort of its own category.
Yeah.
And then Waluigi and Paratroopa, which is categorically unknowable.
I don't know if this helps us at all, but it was fun in our rankings.
It was fun too.
But it was fun to organize them for sure.
Look, I love organizing stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I will say that the partnerships that I find most compelling are these sort of manufactured ones, right? Where the character is set out to like make a partnership to do or say something. So that's Wario and Waluigi, that's Bowser and the Boo, and the Baby Mario and Donkey Kong. The Baby Mario and Donkey Kong in particular is such an odd pairing and is the sort of thing that could only come from a baby's logic.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
That's one of the reasons that I find it so appealing and sticky.
For me, I think some of the least interesting ones are, excuse me, like Paratroopa and Bowser.
Yeah.
Just because it's so obvious. It's like, of course Paratroopa is going to choose
Yes.
like Bowser. Feels compelled to choose Bowser.
And ditto the Shy Guy and Bowser,
Yeah.
right? Like they're both like kind of bottom of the list. I do think the Toad and Peach is a little bit more compelling.
I think so too.
But partially just because I think it's funny how sad it is.
Yes.
But which of the Shy Guy and Bowser and Paratroopa and Bowser do you find less compelling?
I feel like it's a kind of a tie
a
for
tie at the
bottom,
bottom,
because
yeah. Okay, so that's just where we're slotting that in, just sort of theoretically, at tied at the bottom.
I think that Yoshi and Baby Mario
Yes.
makes sense, but is not that interesting.
Let's see.
I think Bowser and Boo is also just kind of like,
I mean, it does feel very similar to just the other Bowser pairings that like Bowser never gets paired up with anything but a guy that works for him.
yeah, it's interesting that Bowser chooses Boo, but I think maybe that's the most interesting part of it.
And maybe is like just marginally more interesting than the other guys that choose Bowser, right?
Yep.
So I'm just sliding that in right above them right now. Maybe then like the Donkey Kong and Toad.
Yeah. Because that one feels just kind of like we're the last two at the dance.
It does. It certainly does feel like last two at the dance. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And then maybe the Yoshi and Baby Mario, like above that. And we reserve the right to shuffle any of these around.
Of course.
Maybe just above that, I go, and it's all again preliminary. Like the Daisy and Birdo. Like I like the idea that they're finding each other as both outsiders, but like
they don't have much.
They don't have much else in common.
Yeah.
Birdo and Yoshi have a lot in common. I like that. What about Boo and Wario?
Boo and Wario, like we said, is interesting, but feels, I don't know. I go back and forth on this one. I feel like Waluigi and Paratroopa is probably, just because it's so unknowable, like it could be really devious, but as with all things Waluigi, it could also just be really boring.
I mean, it's the Waluigi and Paratroopa relationship is like watching a like critically acclaimed movie that you might fall asleep during, where you're like, I know there's a lot to this and it's unknowable and like maybe I can crack it and there's something here, but like, do I want to put in that effort?
Yeah, if you're watching the Waluigi and Paratroopa pairing on Netflix, you're checking your phone. You're getting up to change the laundry.
That's right. And getting a snack.
It could be good in the right circumstances. But
right. But Netflix doesn't put their movies in theaters. So like this is the only opportunity you have to watch it.
Exactly.
So it's a lesser experience because of that. So we're going to put that just above the Daisy and Birdo.
Now, I kind of feel like Mario and Luigi could go anywhere in the middle here. Maybe like upper middle. But
I agree. But I mean, honestly, maybe like kind of next, right? Although because we also have the two romantic pairings, right? The Luigi and Daisy and Peach and Mario. And like, do we rank those above the Mario and Luigi like brother pairing?
I personally like where we got to with Peach choosing Mario.
Yes.
More than like Mario choosing Luigi, which to me just feels like first thought.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean you're right, but I think I like the Mario and Luigi more than the Luigi and Daisy.
I think so too.
Okay, great. And it's also like, Luigi, come on, it's your brother. All right. So things that we're still dealing with here that are possibly going in our top 6. Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong, which honestly, the sort of time warp ability of
I know.
is
It's
so compelling
I
to
know,
me.
I know. It's a problem because
I want
in
it to
no
be
other
number 1.
world. I know. I do think we are overvaluing Baby Mario plus Donkey Kong. I think that should probably be below Luigi and Daisy. Like we were able to have it make a certain amount of sense, but I
Sure,
don't even with that explanation. I don't know that it's particularly
sure. I'll buy that. So slotting it in above Waluigi and Paratroopa,
I
which
think
is
so.
fundamentally unknowable and inscrutable, and below Luigi and Daisy. Here's the other thing. I think we have not really reckoned with where to put Toad picking Peach. We think it's pathetic, but kind of
But
in a
funny.
So is it funny enough to like it better than Peach picking Mario?
I kind of think so for me personally.
all
I don't
right.
know. How are you feeling?
No, I think that's probably right. Okay, so I think we're looking at our top 5 here, or what I assume will be our top 5,
Yeah.
which is Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong, Birdo and Yoshi, Toad and Peach, Wario and Waluigi, and Boo and Wario. Do those feel like the top 5 most compelling?
I mean, they
pairs?
do after we've talked about them and given our
Of
own
course.
like canonical spin on it. So yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that we were feeling good about.
I think Birdo and Yoshi might be
the next
like 5 might be like number 5.
I think that's probably right. It's also one that has like absolute staying power, and those characters get paired together like kind of forever after.
Yes.
That like they figured something out here that they were like, oh yeah, Yoshi and Birdo. Then maybe.
I'm just.
Oh, you're just rearranging. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I think maybe the Boo and Wario.
Yeah, I think so. We have fun headcanon for that.
We do have fun headcanon for that, but I do feel like the headcanon is working pretty hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true. In fact, maybe it should be number 5.
Yeah, I think
and
you're
Birdo
right.
and Yoshi.
Birdo and Yoshi's number 4.
In fact, should Boo and Wario
Be below anything else here?
Be below like Peach and Mario and Luigi.
I think maybe below Peach and Mario.
Okay.
Like the Mario and Luigi is, like you say, first thought. So the Boo and Wario is at least a more creative pairing of
okay. So then Peach and Mario moves into our like
into our 5 spot, and Birdo and Yoshi
is 4.
Okay. So now top 3. I guess number 3 has to be Toad and Peach, right?
Yeah.
Which again, so funny because it is so sad.
Yes. Just pathetic.
Toad, have a little self-respect. And he does. Here's the thing: oblivious.
No.
He's got no idea.
Yeah. Donkey Kong thinks there's brains in that.
There are not.
No.
We ranked that 4th from the bottom. Okay. Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong, or Wario and Waluigi. What is the best pairing?
I think that it would be fitting as like the introduction to the character to have Wario and Waluigi be number 1 and Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong be number 2.
I like that a lot. The introduction of Waluigi here is very compelling, and it's also just like what a weird, like, Wario already is a like conceptually just a nightmare.
Uh-huh.
To be like, you're like a evil Mario. Why?
And you smell bad. You
Sure.
like garlic.
And you're greedy.
Uh-huh.
Are those supposed to be the opposite of Mario? Mario collects coins.
Yeah. And then to add Waluigi on top of that.
Right.
But I love that how withholding Nintendo is when it comes to Waluigi
It's
information.
the best.
Where they just like claim ignorance.
Yeah.
Like, who can know? Who can possibly say?
Right. It'd be like he like holds a rose between his teeth because maybe he's a romantic. We don't know.
We don't know.
Will we ever see him in Smash Brothers? No. Heavens no. Why would we?
And I like that they like drew the line at Waluigi, and when a developer, was it Next Level Games, was like, well, what about like Peach? And they were like, no. That's disgusting. Like, Waluigi is the bottom of the barrel. We can never go lower
Yes.
than the patheticness of Waluigi.
Right. And again, just totally unknowable. But I like that Wario is like, I'm not gonna use this.
Exactly.
Okay, good. So I think we feel good about what we've got here.
Yeah.
So tied for last place and therefore 16th place is the Paratroopa and Bowser or the Shy Guy and Bowser.
Uh-huh. Number 14 is Bowser and Boo.
Number 13 is Donkey Kong and Toad.
Number 12 is Yoshi and Baby Mario.
Number 11 is Daisy and Birdo.
Number 10 is Waluigi and Paratroopa.
Number 9 is Baby Mario and Donkey Kong.
Number 8 is Luigi and Daisy.
Number 7 is Mario and Luigi.
Number 6 is Boo and Wario.
Number 5 is Peach and Mario.
Number 4 is Birdo and Yoshi.
Number 3 is Toad very pathetically picking Peach.
Number 2 is Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong.
And number 1, of course, is Wario and Waluigi. Mark, does that all sound good to you? Or is there anything you want to
let's
move
lock
around?
it in.
All right. Perfect. Let's close this out. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Nintendo Cartridge Society. Mark, I'm so excited to play more Mario Tennis now.
Oh, yeah, I know. I want to dive right back in.
I feel like we're in it now, and we finally understand all of these characters and all of these relationships. That's going to do it for this episode of Nintendo Cartridge Society. Thank you so much to our 16-bit patrons, Connor McKay, Patrice Millette, Kyle Seaborn, and Drew Mackey. If you are not in our Discord already, you should be. Email us. We'll send you an invitation. Anthony DeLuca made our logo. Our theme music is provided by 8-Bit Betty. You can get more of his music by going to 8bitbetty.com or by listening right now. For my co-host, Mark Mitchell, this is Patrick Ellers saying thank you for listening.